Welcome back to the Words from the Nerds podcast, where we bring you all of our nerdy news, opinions, discussions, what have you, whatever the week necessitates from us. I am joined today by my two lovely, somewhat lovely co-hosts, Aiden and Benjamin. We got quite a week for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk about Daredevil, Invincible, The Boys. Maybe a little bit of beef because Aiden hasn't watched it. And maybe a little bit of that new movie Normal that nobody cares about except for people who live in Normal, Illinois. But, I mean, I guess we'll talk about that too.
Maybe some Doomsday.
And a little bit of Doomsday, even though we're just going to be living vicariously through other people because we did not get lucky enough to, I mean, we didn't apply to, unless I didn't. Did you guys apply to be
to go to CinemaCon?
Press at CinemaCon.
Oh, dude, I don't want Kevin Feige with the sniper looking to
Honestly,
see if I have my phone out.
Aiden, you should apply next time, brother. 100,000 on TikTok. You might.
I was thinking about it. Yeah. I was thinking about it. I think I had even talked to Brandon about this for this year's, and I forgot to do it.
Dang, bro. Yeah, you should do that. You're gonna get to see the Secret Wars trailer, and you're gonna get to tell us about it, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I 100% should.
No, you should, but you probably need to dip into more like movie reaction content, and not or just more shows than strictly sticking to like one anime at a time.
See, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but is it like mostly just about numbers though? And like, if they just look at like the numbers that his videos get, and like they could see the traction that his potential that the potential traction that his account can put forth with the conversation.
I think that's part of it, but I also think you probably need to start being a bigger like brand partner, because like somebody like Evan who was at CinemaCon, he's partnered with a bunch of like different studios for horror movies and is going to early screenings. He did some interviews with people. Like, I think you need to kind of get in with a couple of brands,
Sure.
And get a little more motion before you could apply for something like that.
Bro,
not saying you couldn't, Aiden.
Aiden gets into CinemaCon, bro. From then on, like he starts sweetening up to all the studio heads, the producers. He gets invited premieres, and then we get to be his plus ones on every other occasion.
Whoa!
We switch off.
What?
No, I'm blowing up and forgetting all my homes. Yeah, I'm switching up on all my day ones.
Switching on all the day ones, bro.
I was gonna say Aiden blows up, but we're gone.
I'm switching up on all my.
Wait,
day
Aiden, I have a real question. I need you to be brutally honest here.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather continue as you are right now with your content on your own, but not going to premieres, doing the podcast with us, continue as you are, or you can never, ever podcast with us ever again, but you're invited to all the premieres, the early screenings, the CinemaCons, all of that.
Bro, this guy's an instigator.
I wouldn't.
An instigator chat.
I would. I'd stay exactly how I am right now, 100%.
Damn, son.
That's love right there.
That's commendable. That's commendable,
right
bro. That's commendable. You out your damn mind, but that's commendable, bro. I'm just kidding. I would do the same thing too. Because like premieres, they seem cool.
Are you being real?
Off camera.
All right, hold up. Recording's paused. Yeah, fuck all that,
bro. But yes, this is the Words from the Nerds podcast. A little bit of housekeeping for everybody. Of course, if you don't know, if you're new here, every single week, every single episode, we read aloud any comments or quote unquote fan mail that we received on the prior episode. No matter what it is, you can say whatever you want. We'll read it aloud, I promise. But this week we got two comments on last week's episode. Daredevil is Marvel's best work. The first one comes from Hello Footy, and they say 100% agreed. It's not even close. As I assume that's in reference to the title with Daredevil being Marvel's best work. And like, I think Aiden was embellishing a little bit, but I don't think that he disagrees with that sentiment entirely. I think there's some things that he would put, like, I'm sure he loves Loki season 2. I know that. But and like we all love Loki season 2. We all love Loki season 2.
Yeah.
And I still hold that as probably some of the best stuff that Marvel's ever put out. But I mean, yeah, this season of Daredevil Born Again is firing on all cylinders, other than the complaints I had in like the first 2 or 3 episodes. But yeah, I mean, gosh, episode 5 was so damn good, bro. So damn good. And then the next comment comes from Iron. I did say that we'd say anything. I'm making sure I'm reading this right.
Wait, let me go see what the heck.
What's wrong with his name? I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. I mean, I'm the one who like can say it, but I just don't. We're still technically 5 minutes. What do you mean? Does it not look like that? Am I reading that wrong? For audio listeners,
like it's close to the word like enigma, which is like
sure, but it says Nigman. Like what? Come on, bro.
It's come on, bro. Which is like enigma. That's literally
okay. Sure, I guess maybe whatever. No shade on you, bro. No shade on you. I'm just saying. I had to pause for a second there because man. I don't want to.
It's listen, black and white.
Listen, bro. I'm thinking about the algorithmic purposes for this episode of the podcast. That's all I'm thinking about. Okay, I gotta appease the YouTube algorithmic gods.
But YouTube said too many slurs. Like, what are we? What are we trying to appease here?
Oh my gosh, bro! You know exactly what do you? Okay, whatever, man. From Iron Co Enigman, one of Marvel's best work. There's other masterpieces like Marvel projects too. I assume he's correcting the title with this, like he's saying it's one of Marvel's best work. I'd be curious to hear what they think. The other what's above it. I imagine, like we said, Loki season 2. Yeah. Loki season 2.
You guys would probably say X-Men.
X-Men 97, and then beyond that, I don't. TV show wise, I just don't think. Other than if we're.
Yeah.
But even then, I was gonna say the other Netflix shows, but I rewatched Jessica Jones season 1, and I don't hold it in that high regard that I used to.
It's probably, I mean, just the peak of the old Netflix shows, which is Daredevil and then the first season of Punisher. That's probably like, but we're in, we'll talk about it later. We're in the conversation of this being like a contender to be up there in that conversation with those. So
sure. But yeah, thank you for those comments. And again, leave us a comment if you want Benjamin to read them aloud next week. If you want to hear Benjamin say something, go ahead and leave us your thoughts. But anyway, gentlemen, how are we doing tonight? I want some short, sweet, collective. Let's hear from the reason that we're doing this so late, Benjamin.
Dude. After everything that happened, my Chrome wouldn't work. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I am doing good and busy working on house stuff, about to build a deck, pour a patio, yard work, buy a car, all the fun stuff. As for the things that I watched, most of it is the stuff that we're going to talk about throughout this episode. Charlie, did you watch Normal?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so I'm the only one that watched
garbage
Normal.
movie.
So whatever. Normal is fine. It actually is like, it's called Normal. It's like a normal movie. It's kind of what you're gonna expect. It's pretty average. Not some of Bob Odenkirk's best when it comes to his like late career turning into an action star. I won't spoil it just for anybody that cares. But when you've watched this movie and you like understand what the concept is, there is a million times better version of this movie out there to watch, because it does have a very specific concept for why the story takes place. There's just something way better to watch instead of this. So I gave it, I don't even remember if it was 2 stars or 2.5 stars. But
better or worse than Nobody 2 for you?
I don't know. It's honestly a toss-up. I'd have to think about that one. but it's around there. Clearly worse than the first Nobody though. So
Sure.
yeah.
Whatever you say, buddy.
Other than that, everything that I've seen is just stuff that we're about to talk about.
Okay. Thank you so much for that enlightening and not at all boring catch up on what you've been up to. Aiden, what are you doing, man? What's up, pal?
Nothing much, man. No. Didn't get to anything this week. Been kind of busy this week. It was all over the place. Charlie, I don't know if you remember, and if he's watching, shout out my boy Seth. We played Rivals with him one time. Mm-hmm. He got married, or he's getting married, and so we had his bachelor party on Saturday. Yeah. So that was fun.
What y'all do? I need ideas for my bachelor party.
Oh man, DJing stuff. So we went to the way you responded. I'm not really proud of it. More so because we literally just went to the casino, went to Big Shots, which is essentially just top you off, and then went back to his house, hung out for a little bit. I got dropped off at home because my wife was also getting home at 11:30, so it was pretty late. So it was super, casino won. I won $500 at the casino, dude. It was actually insane. Yeah, I went in there with 150. I walked out with $615, and then I spent a little bit of it on him. So I ate into the winnings a little bit, but it was funny. I won a whole bunch of money, and then I had $40 in cash, $615 in chips. So I gave him the 40 cash, and I was like, "Here, just put $5 on a whole bunch of numbers. If you hit, just take whatever you win, and then we'll be done, at least at this table." And he puts $5. Well, tell me where to put the number. All right, put this number, this number, this number. Boom, one of the numbers hits, $175. So the whole night, he's like, "I feel like I owe you more than just a beer, bro. Can I please just give you this $100 is yours? At least 75, at least 25." And I'm like, "I tell you what, you buy me another beer, and then you buy me a beer at Big Shots will be good." And so it was super fun, but this is the bad part. We went to the casino first instead of last. So we went to the casino first. It was at 12 when we got there, and we left Big Shots at 9. I was drinking that entire time. So I woke up Sunday and I was not feeling great at all. So it was a lot. The last thing I wanted to do was just, I just wanted to doom scroll all weekend. I was like, I need time to relax. And it still is catching up to me. Man, today was horrible. I couldn't sleep at all last night. So it's been a mess. It's been a big fat mess. But yeah, I didn't watch anything except for the 3 shows we're about to talk about, and I'm very excited to get into that. So
nice. As for me, nothing crazy. I think the only movie I watched was Juno. I've been meaning to watch it, and then the Sabrina Carpenter song came on in the car, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's watch that tonight." We watched it. Dude, way too many needle drops, bro. That movie, there's so many that it just kind of gets a little bit much. But it's a decent movie though. I think I gave it 2.5 stars. And then I think there was something else TV wise that I watched. Oh, I'm watching Euphoria. Season 3 is out. Excuse me. Euphoria season 3 is out. And it's just okay so far. Nothing. Not that I think the show has ever been revolutionary in any sort of way. A lot of great performances. I think Zendaya does a lot of great stuff in the show. But so far, I don't think we've seen a lot of what has drawn me to the show initially. So, but I'm gonna keep watching. We'll see how it goes. And then The Pit finished up. The Pit season 2, and I don't think as good as season 1, but it was still pretty good. It was pretty good stuff. I hope, dude, if Noah Wiley comes out with more Emmy wins this year, then I didn't agree with last year's wins, and I would not agree with any wins for him this year either. So
you're saying compared to Jeremy Allen White, or
compared to last year compared to Adam Scott for Severance. Who else was up for leading role last year? I forget, but almost everybody else in the category.
Diego Luna?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody, dude. Noah Wiley had one really good scene in that entire season. I keep saying that he had one really good scene, and like I don't know, whatever. I don't want to get into it all over again, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. But anyway, I want to onto the meat and potatoes of the show. Something that I know these boys have been waiting on because I hinted at
Yes,
it in the group
please.
chat for the past week now. As most of you know, we have our Rotten Tomatoes draft, which just consists of if you're new here, it just consists of all three of us drafted a first 5 picks of projects, whether it be movies or TV shows throughout the year that we think are going to score well on Rotten Tomatoes, and then over the course of the year, we have 2 other picks that we get to bid on with 10 tickets total, and we. If you bid on a ticket, we spin a wheel. Everybody who bids on it, and if it lands on your name, you win it. And if however many tickets you put in, if you didn't win it, then you lose that amount of tickets for that bid. So I am sitting at, I believe, 2 tickets left after I lost the bid for Daredevil Born Again to Aiden, and Benjamin only put up 1 ticket for that. So Ben is sitting at 9 tickets. And Ben and I both only have 1 more slot to fill, our 7th slot. Aiden has all 7 of his slots full. So Ben and I have just been looking, itching, trying to find something to fill the hole. That's what she said. And so I hinted to these boys that I probably think I got something to fill that hole, you know? And truth of the matter, I thought I did. I thought I did. But unfortunately, it's already scored on Rotten Tomatoes. It already has a critic score on Rotten Tomatoes.
In the last 4 days since you said that? Or...
Possibly. I believe so.
Oh no.
The Invite. Olivia Wilde's.
I was right. Yeah, you little fucker. I was right. Let's go.
Did it have a score when you looked?
As far as I remember, it did not, but I could be wrong.
Dude, is it a high critic score?
It's 91, bro. 91. That is twice now this year so far that I've wanted to draft a project that is not out but has a critic Rotten Tomato score, so I cannot draft it. First was Obsession with a 93, and then now The Invite with a 91. Bro, I just have it in me, dog. I have it in me, dude, for picking these projects.
Because it's my fault that we're recording 4 days later, I almost just want to give it to you. I'm not.
Well, no. Oh, that's why you're asking. I can't. See, I can't confirm. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember correctly. So, like, I'm willing to take the L on it. I will find another project. I just don't have one right now. That was my project. I don't know. I have one other one that I could like maybe do.
So here's the thing, Charlie. Here's the thing. And I didn't metagame this very well. I should have metagamed it better. I know what I want for my 7th pick.
Okay.
And it's not The Invite.
Okay.
And so I was going to come in here acting like I knew what you wanted, bid nothing,
sure,
and then just take my pick for free. Mm-hmm. Now, it might still be advantageous for you to not bid against me here, and then you just get a free pick later on in the year.
Sure.
But I know what I want, and I want to pick it now because I'm worried that scores will come out any day.
Okay. Here we go.
So
here we go.
I will just take the lead, and I will just go for it.
Oh wow!
And tell
it's about time. I think this is the first time that you've put up a project.
I think it is.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell you, I'm bidding all 9. I want this project, and it's up to you. The project that I'm going to be bidding is Forgotten Island, which is the new DreamWorks animated movie coming out in a couple of months.
Shit.
It just had a premiere where they screened the whole movie
at CinemaCon. Yeah.
At CinemaCon.
Yep.
And it is getting raving reviews.
Yeah,
it's the
bro.
same team who did Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I think
it's a good pick, man.
I think it's a lock to be a hit for critics and audience. That was just going to be like okay, you can have The Invite. Let me get this pick.
Sure.
So I'm still going to be bidding for that. as
good
my
pick.
7th and final pick. And you need to decide if you
All
want to go
right.
up against my 9 tickets and take a free project later on, or if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie, you might as well just put both your tickets up. I mean, you got nothing to lose.
Hey,
Either,
hey, buddy.
you either steal it
You
or
got all
hey,
7, man. You got all 7. Pipe down, my boy. Pipe that down, huh? Golly, out here,
Charlie,
man.
Just
I mean,
saying.
now that you have to be nice to me, but I'm just laying it all out there. That's what I was going to do. I'm still just going to go for the pick. I just checked to see if there were scores out, just because there was so many people that saw it, and they didn't embargo the early reactions, so you can go and find like tons of early reactions of people that saw the movie. So maybe I have the advantage that I looked into that before tonight, whereas you probably haven't seen some of that. So,
Well, I just completely forgot that movie was even coming out, because that is, I think that's truly a great pick.
yeah. So, I mean, I'll just tell you, I'm bidding all 9. So it's
Sure.
it's a matter of, are you bidding at all, or are you just going to take the free pick at any point later this year?
Well, we'll see. I mean, are you ready? Yeah, y'all have it on, or Charlie, do you have?
That's what I was trying to figure out. How do you put a
All right.
sticker in notes, bro? I don't know how to do that. But 2, yeah, I'm putting 2 down.
All right. He's going for it. Both. I had a feeling you would. All right,
You
this
had it
is
ready. Wait, 3
this
shuffles,
is-
right? 3 shuffles.
Yes,
Is that
Yeah,
all
I
right?
think he's just he wanted to show that he's going to shuffle it.
Yeah.
this is for Forgotten Island to fill up either one of these fellas' 7th spot on their Rotten Tomato list, and we got a lot of Bens and not a lot of Charlies.
Man,
In 3, 2, 1.
Dude, I wish you could have just gotten the invite and I could have just taken this. If you take this from me, I'm going to be very upset. But I couldn't wait. Like, what am I supposed to do?
sure.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Nah, that's
No.
not.
Yeah,
That's
that's all
Ben.
Ben. That's all
100%.
Ben.
That's Ben.
That's all Ben. Oh, jeez, Louise.
Good pick, man. Good pick.
Thank you.
Good pick. Truthfully.
That is a great pick.
Yeah.
But like,
so-
I can't even be upset, because like, if I had picked it, you obviously would have bid against it.
Right.
Even if like if you didn't know about the early reactions, or if you didn't know about the screening, I imagine you still, with 9 tickets, you'd be dumb to not bid at least something against it. And with
Right,
me only
yeah.
having 2, like, it's high probability I'm losing that anyway. So
I think having the backstory helped, though, because I saw like one video that's like, oh yeah, they screened the whole movie and they didn't embargo early reactions. So then I'm like, let me read all of these early reactions, and I was only seeing positivity. And so I was like, it seems like a no-brainer. It
Yeah.
seems like we're getting a low to mid 90s at the lowest on both ends. I think it'll be a strong pick. And honestly, I'm feeling very, very good about my board. I'll just say that. I know we're not diving into it. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
that's
very
fair.
good about my board.
disclosure day, chat. Disclosure day. But anyway,
Yeah, this is a 2-way fight. Keep me out of this if we have any discussion.
hey, buddy, listen, Aiden, come on, man. Let's be a realist here, okay? Like, come on, man. Anybody can bounce back. Underdog. Yeah, underdog. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Aiden, if I win, then that means next year, it's all you. Your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to go. It's got to go in. Yeah, in the order. Right.
At least you
100%.
get the free pick, Charlie. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there
Whatever.
you go.
Whatever I
You're
want.
locked
Whatever
in.
I want. True. Which I have some idea of something, but I have to talk myself into it, which that makes me think it's not great. But anyway, moving on. Speaking of CinemaCon, we're going to talk about a little something that got shown off that unfortunately the public has not gotten to see, except for the the last like 10 seconds of like the logo splash and the score, which is very good, I will say. Avengers Doomsday. Disney came out and they of course had a big showing at CinemaCon, and the Marvel section came, and it was pretty much exclusively Doomsday. which I guess makes sense. That's the only thing that they have coming out movie wise other than Spider-Man, but that was at the Sony panel. So yeah,
Which,
they,
dude, that new trailer being played to "Loser" by Tame Impala. Oh my god!
oh yeah,
man.
I heard.
What
I
new
heard
Oh,
they showed
dropped a
new footage.
Spider-Man trailer.
Oh,
they
gotcha.
showed an extended trailer or whatever. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, it
Good
sounds
stuff,
so good.
man. My one qualm with that, and somebody pointed this out, just to briefly talk about the Spider-Man thing, is that Ned in it apparently says that he's like investigating Spider-Man and trying to figure out who he is, and he said he's narrowed it down to two people, and it being Flash Thompson and their teacher from high school. And it's like he's been in the same room as all three of them at one point. Like, how does that? How are you dumb? Ned, are you stupid? CEO of sex? But
Sequel comes out soon, dude. Artemis
Moving
2,
on.
Sex Goes to the Moon. Sorry.
Artemis 2. Sex goes. That's crazy. Moving on to Doomsday, though, they brought out the metaphorical big guns. RDJ came out in a flashy fashion like he loves to do. And then they even brought out Chris Evans as well. And they tried to, honestly, this was cringe to me. I'm not going to lie. They tried to recreate some like Civil War style. Like it just didn't feel like that. Like how it did back in the day where they got up on stage and they were like in each other's face. They tried to do a little bit of that. I don't think it landed quite the same, but maybe I'm just cynical. But they talked about the movie, and there's some nice interviews and stuff after the fact with Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers, where they talk a little bit more about the movie as well. But the actual meat and potatoes of what they showed, they gave an entire trailer to everybody there, and just to talk about a couple of the highlights within that trailer. Apparently,
I don't know if I've heard this, by the way.
you haven't heard the trailer description.
I haven't either. I stayed away from the trailer
Really?
description.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you guys want to stay that way?
That's what I
or
was
no?
saying. You because I was gonna say like we could read it out loud and like me and Ben like I know
React to
one
it?
sentence of thing. Yeah, or
Okay.
because like let's be real, is this trailer coming out anytime soon? No, it's not. And like when
Well,
it
Yeah,
does,
I think it's still. a
is it
few
even
months
gonna be
off.
this? Is it even gonna be the same one? Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not is what also something I would
So-
say.
I think it's either attached to The Mandalorian or it's attached to Spider-Man. I think it's either like a
Definitely
month or
Spider-Man,
like
but yeah,
definitely
Mando's a
Spider-Man.
good call. Ooh, yeah, Mando is a good call, but still, I don't want to wait a month.
month.
Like,
So you guys want me to read the trailer description?
yeah,
fine.
all right, yeah.
I just
Oh, dude, I really want to get Ben's reaction because there's something in here that I know just based on like leaks that I was talking to Charley about a while back, but I don't. Yeah, all right.
I
yeah.
just when I knew that they were about to play the trailer, I was sitting there just refreshing, waiting for like the first official trailer as released for Avengers Doomsday. But instead, I saw that like all of the like discussing film, the Hollywood News Reporter, whatever, were just posting like trailer descriptions. So I was just like looking away, waiting to see an actual trailer.
It
but
was
that never happened.
so aggravating. It was so aggravating because they like they were like Avengers trailer is playing right now, and I was like, holy shit! Like I'm like sitting on the couch, and I'm like talking to my wife, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna be honest, like they might drop a trailer right now. If they do, I'm out of here, bro. I'm into the room and recording. Like, I'm gonna like spaz out right now. And just I stayed off of Twitter for like 3 hours, and then just nothing. Nothing even leaked, Ben. They didn't even let video footage get out from that event. Oh my gosh, crazy.
Except for that last like 10-second
Yeah.
which they were
little
probably
splotch of the
who
thing.
cares, fine with.
Sure. At that point, they played it twice too. I saw the I think one of the Russo brothers was like, "Let's play the trailer again. Why don't we do that?" And so they ended up playing it again.
That would
But
be
anyway,
electric.
here goes nothing for you, gentlemen. It starts out with Chris Hemsworth's Thor doing a narration. He says, "Put aside your petty squabbles. Presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters." Then he goes on to say, "Mark my words, we are going to need a miracle."
Hold up, pause. Press the pause button. Yo, if we return as we'll be brothers and sisters. Holy! All right, so I automatically think he's like talking to a group of X-Men or like group of heroes. Like, put all this shit away. Like, we're getting down to business right here. Like, Doom is gonna kill all of us. Okay, press play. There you go.
It says here. I'm reading it from the Hollywood Reporter, and I don't know if they're splicing in like when Robert Downey Jr. comes on stage. No, sorry. It just automatically put me back up. That's why. Okay. The footage ended. Why are you jumping to the end? Hollywood Reporter, what are we doing? The footage ended with Chris Evans surprising Hemsworth, who says it's not possible. Chris Hemsworth says, as Evans grabs Thor's hammer.
Hey, yo, wait.
yo, Ben, get your fucking. Oh my god!
The way you worded that.
Holy shit. Dude, what? That is not.
Is there not like a full
description.
trailer description?
No, that's what I thought this was. I thought it was from the Hollywood. That's what I thought, bro. But I guess not, bro. Hold on. Let me find it from somebody else, I guess. I mean, I can talk about a couple of beats that I know 100% happened and were said. But I want to make sure. Thor's anger speech. Mark my words, we're going to need a miracle. Brother, holy cow.
I can I think I found something. Charlie, I can try and read this one out.
I can definitely find it, but I kind of want to.
No, yeah, I want you to sit. I want
listen.
you to sit
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Well, I want to read it to you guys. So if you find one, Aiden,
okay,
I will read it.
Go to bgr.com. Read that one out. It's BGR's. I just typed.
See, that's the one that
Doomsday trailer description. And I saw BGR.
See, that's the one I'm on, but they're just citing the Hollywood Reporter.
Right after it says what happens in the Avengers Doomsday trailer. And it's like Downey and Evans on stage.
Yeah, this trailer's insane. Blah, blah, blah. This is something. Yeah, this is just everything. Yeah. It's just describing. Brother, who maybe let me do.
It's like, would Discussing Film have it?
That's what I was thinking.
I think they did, because that's like when I was refreshing, I'm pretty sure I saw them posting about it. Because they're always so fast.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on their thing now. Toy Story 5, Moana, Dog Stars, Hext, Avengers Doomsday. Okay, I think I have it. Okay.
All right.
You guys ready?
He's seen some stuff, Aiden?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't read anything, by the way. I just like tried to see if anything
Okay.
broke it down a lot.
Chat, sorry for taking so long. I guess I don't know why it was so hard for me to find, but I should have went to Discussing Film first. But anyway, the trailer opens on Professor Xavier watching an energy rift from inside the X Mansion, which is in shambles. The famous quote, Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters sign is lying in the rubble. When we see Robert Downey Jr. unmasked as Victor Von Doom, talking in his Latvian accent, teasing that something is coming that cannot be stopped. After the studio logo, the newly completed Avengers Tower is shown with a fresh red and white logo on the building.
Ooh. Damn. Okay.
I want to take a little moment though to talk about that accent part because I don't know if if you guys haven't seen anything, it's actually not no, and I'm not trying to hate on Souser, but I just find it so funny. He said he posted on Twitter that RDJ's accent sounds like very British is what he said. And literally everybody else who was there and watched it were like, it literally does not sound British whatsoever. I don't know what he's talking about. Dude, he even got community note. He got a community note on that post. It's not British. Oh man,
Dude,
Soups.
he's just a kid, bro.
Dude, we'll have to ask him about that.
I wish
when
I
he's
could
on.
help. I wish I could help, Soups.
No, good pull, Ben. Good pull.
Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
I said,
Continue.
yeah, never mind.
Okay.
You'll have to rewatch the episode.
Whatever. Okay, continuing on. Fresh and white, red and white logo on the building. The Fantastic Four meet with Sam Wilson's division of the Avengers. Some alliances are forged, as we are shown the Thing trying to join forces with the Wakandans. Shuri and M'Baku are seen trying to make peace with Namor and the Atlanteans. The Talokanians, technically, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Tensions rise as some of the fight scenes between our heroes are shown. Channing Tatum as Gambit battles Shang-Chi with his purple-powered staff.
Oh, holy cook, bro. Oh my god.
With his purple-powered staff being able to hold off the 10 rings. A huge money shot comes with Yelena coming face-to-face with Mystique from the original Fox movies, sporting a new haircut and a white comic-accurate costume, who we see morph into Florence Pugh before they fight.
Oh my god, dude. That's cinema. Holy cinema.
In a major beat of the trailer, Thor tries to strike down Doom with Stormbreaker, using all of his power to summon lightning, but Doom can easily stop it with just the palm of his hand. But here's the thing. I've heard different things. That's the first time I've heard palm. I've heard he stopped it with 2 fingers.
Yeah,
I heard he stopped it with 2 fingers, brother. I swear.
Dude, Doom really said, "Show me."
Dude, I can't wait to talk about that, by the way. I can't wait to talk about that. He's just top with the palm of his hand. Throughout the trailer, Thor is begging other characters to put, quote, their quarrels aside, because he explains that he has had friends and allies die at the hands of enemies who are less powerful than Doom. He is very clearly afraid and claims that they need, quote, America. Okay, I didn't hear that. Thor then looks to a character.
It's probably a miracle.
It probably, they probably just misheard it. They probably misheard it. I swear we need America.
Or what? With America's help, we can stop Doom. Yo, we're not that strong, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. I think they mean miracle, because then it says Thor then looks to a character off screen and says, "It can't be." He holds out Mjolnir, which then flies into Steve Rogers' hands before the title card concludes the trailer.
All right, so we're that. It's crazy because I feel like maybe the back half of the third act would be like, Doom winning, right? Like you got to top Infinity War in some way to lead into Secret Wars, Battle World, things like that. I don't know
about that though. I don't know about that.
About what?
Because we were told something. I did see a Kevin Feige interview moment where he specifically said people are expecting Doomsday to Secret Wars to be like Infinity War to Endgame, and they're related, but it's not in the same way. I don't know if we're getting a Doom wins and Doomsday.
I do think Doom wins. I do think Doom wins. I feel like in order to showcase, like, I feel like in their heads, not to make like an Infinity War Part 2, but to showcase like where we're taking this and where we're taking this new villain in this first movie that we've ever seen him, aside from a post-credit scene, he has to like wreak havoc on a lot of our heroes. But what's interesting to me is that they're already showing, all right, we got Captain America Thor versus Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom, which makes me think like maybe that's the big connection that they said, oh, nobody else could have played this but Robert Downey Jr. Maybe. I don't know. It still could be very much of a stretch, but interesting that they're already playing into the like, all right, Captain America and Thor versus Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
that's wild. That was the one sentence I saw. Thor fights Doctor Doom, and I was like, I read that one sentence. I put my phone down, and I was like, I just did that like that one like a tear falling out. It's so pink.
Yeah, I can't believe that's in the trailer.
I know
in the first like full teaser.
I've heard that Thor like throws or swings Mjolnir and then Doom stops it, but then like also Thor like turns up his power even more, like his eyes get even bluer with lightning and everything and tries to push harder, but like it just doesn't work. It goes nowhere. So, I mean, yeah, man.
I turned around and hit this. It's just so peak.
It's just so peak. Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Dude,
I'm still very apprehensive about this movie. I mean, maybe that would have changed if I actually got to see the footage. Probably not, though. Just because, like, there's a lot of hype moments. Yes, like Shang-Chi versus Gambit. Of course, I'm there for that, bro. I'm there for that. Mystique turning into Yelena as they fight. Come on, I'm there for that. I'm there for all of that.
That's wild.
Like, bro, but they still just need to prove everything in the writing department for me. So, I have relative faith because they have not let me down so far with superhero projects, but they've let me down with everything else. And so that's where the apprehension comes in. But also Marvel's on a tear right now. Like if we're really stopping and thinking about it, man, like the last year they've had and going into now, like going into this year and where we're sitting currently, they're sitting pretty, man. They're sitting pretty and their projects are at the very worst good. Like everything has been good. There hasn't been a bad thing within even Ironheart, which we all thought we wouldn't really care about. Ironheart was good. It was a good show. Stop. Ben, stop. I think you agreed. When we were watching. I think you agreed.
I mean, I was positive, but I was slant positive, not overly positive.
Sure.
So what I honestly think it might not be till Spider-Man that this gets publicly released. And the reason I think that
it's also Comic-Con week too. Did they already say they're not going to Comic-Con though? I don't remember.
They are. I think they just announced today they're doing a Hall H San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, they did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn, we got robbed the one year we went, bro. Crazy.
We did. We really did. Yeah. But I think it might be Spider-Man. And the reason I think that is because after this teaser trailer is out to the public, I mean, what else? What other cards do they have to show? Probably Secret Wars news, probably more castings. Obviously, there's going to be, a second teaser or whatever. But I remember talking about it last year when they did the chairs that like they basically had like 15, 16 months, whatever it was, to just continue to give us like little pieces of hype to build up this movie as much as possible. And so I don't know if they're going to give us this teaser in a month for the Mando movie. I think it might still be a little bit.
I could even see them holding off until let me double check myself and make sure that they were talking about Marvel Studios is going to return to Hall H this Comic-Con and that I wasn't seeing something else. But
no,
I think
you did. I'm looking at it right now and discussing film.
Okay. Who's to say they just don't skip attaching it to Spider-Man and just hold on to it until Comic-Con, right? Because Comic-Con will be after Spider-Man comes out.
No. Comic-Con will be the week of Spider-Man, most likely. It's usually the last week of July.
There you go.
And I think you can't just publicly release it and show it at Comic-Con because I think you're going to want all of the people who go and see Spider-Man to see the Doomsday trailer. Just for like audience reach. Obviously, like we know about this stuff, but there's going to be plenty of people that show up to Spider-Man that aren't following this news as much as we are.
Dang, so Comic-Con people are going to get an exclusive trailer as well. But do you think it'll be the same trailer?
I think it'll be something different. In front of Spider-Man. I don't know. Obviously, they're going to highlight Doomsday, but they're not just going to do the same thing that they just did at CinemaCon.
Sure.
they'll cover different movies, do different things. maybe they'll watch all of Spider-Man, like they did with Deadpool and
Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, wow.
Mm.
I forgot about that, man. We really went to the oh my god, we went to the worst Comic-Con, bro. We went to the worst one, man. Even though we sat in on the
Shame on
Spider-Man
us.
2 panel, but like, come on, man.
That was awesome to be the
It was
first one
cool
ever to see that trailer.
to see that
before
story
it came
trailer.
out.
Yeah, that was cool.
God.
and just
that
being
was
in
fire.
Hall H just one
Sure,
time.
being in All Age for the first
Yeah.
time. Yeah. But are we putting too much stock in this? Like, do we actually think that they will put a trailer with Spider-Man? Like, what does the possibility look like that they don't? And they hold off 2 more
seriously-
months for the Endgame re-release.
No. I think
knowing
that
Comic-Con-
during Spider-Man.
Knowing that Comic-Con lines up with Spider-Man, I think so too. However, if Spider-Man, because I keep forgetting it's like the 31st, right? That it comes out.
Yeah, it's the last day.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that it's earlier than that, but if Spider-Man were coming out like let's say June, and then Comic-Con happens like a month later, I think they easily hold on to it until they get to Comic-Con.
Yeah. I think it
Aiden,
has
you
to
should
come
try
out with
to-
Spider-Man.
Just spitballing here. I don't know if it's too late, but you should try to apply for press at Comic-Con if that's already coming past. But like, that's how you can get in there, bruh.
Surely
how you
there's
can get
no
in there.
way they don't have all their passes given out.
Probably, but I don't know. Maybe it's different for press if they just, I don't know. It's just spitballing.
Looking for it.
But
They're like, oh, you can bring a
Yeah.
+2. This is the first year we're doing +2. Bet.
but yeah, I do think, for clarity purposes, I do think that they will show the trailer for Spider-Man. They'd be dumb not to. Like, I'm sure the pre-ticket sales for Spider-Man are going to go crazy. We know Spider-Man is probably going to be $1 billion+ movie. They want people to see this trailer for Doomsday. They need to.
Yeah.
They need to start putting. They need to bump up that marketing budget for sure. That way, Benjamin. Actually, no, that's not going to apply to Benjamin's 2.5 times. Won't matter. But
Dude, I swear if I am dealing with a what did I calculate? 1.7 break even.
that'd be crazy.
Oh
That'd be
my
insane.
gosh.
That'd be insane.
That would
man.
be. I mean, I'll be honest. I think, just briefly, I think we are just brushing over the fact that this is probably going to be a $2 billion movie. And the only reason I think that is because Endgame being 2.7, Infinity War being like 2.1, and then you just had an Avatar movie, which wasn't getting great reviews, and they've been on a steady decline, still make like 1.5 or 1.6. Like, surely an Avengers movie can still make 2 billion if Avatar 3 is making 1.5 or 1.6. I still
Sure.
think, but if I'm only profiting 300 million from a 2 billion box office, like, I'm gonna be pissed.
And we've talked about this before, but like, clearly a Doomsday going against a Dune, though. And we've talked about this, that the audience, there's not much audience crossover. And I do think Dune is hurt more by this than Doomsday is. I do think that. But
100%. Anybody who wants to see Doomsday is still going to see Doomsday.
yeah, for sure.
It might not be as strong right away as like Endgame was, because Endgame had like complete control over almost every screen in every theater. There was hardly anything else showing when it came out in 2019, and this is just not going to be the case anymore.
That's something else I wanted to touch on briefly. They announced Infinity Vision. I don't know if you guys saw, which is just a new certification, not like actually a new sort of theater that they're making or anything like that. What is, and Aiden, I think you went to a laser projection film, didn't you? Or am I tripping on that?
Is that one of the
what are you talking
qualifications?
about?
That's what, Infinity Vision is laser projection apparently, and so I don't know what laser projection does. I guess is why I bring it up. I think I saw that it like gives it's better color. So is it like HDR kind of, or like I don't know. I guess I don't understand. I am not going to be able to watch this in Infinity Vision, so like it's not a.
You
There's
won't
no
have a
way
single screen that's certified. Like, are your
For
screens
Infin-
all just like super small?
I just yeah.
Like, you just have a bunch
actually,
like you just have
you
a
know,
bunch
so-
of like 50 seat theater rooms, that kind of size.
Well, no, I do have some bigger screen ones, but I guess I just don't. So what? But with this late, so they're gonna have to get a whole new projector because if that's the case, I don't foresee my theater doing that. But
Yeah, I
I
think
don't- yeah, I
so
don't know.
because I think we just, and Brandon will probably correct me if I'm wrong. I think we just upgraded to laser recently,
okay,
and at the regular IMAX I go to here at AMC, we upgraded to laser, the projector to laser.
gotcha. Well, and isn't it? It's also better sound quality. I don't think it's Dolby, but I think it's better sound quality, and my theater's definitely not doing that. I will say though, maybe I guess there is room that my theater would do something like this. Because I've been meaning to bring this up to you guys. I'm just gonna be short with this because it pisses me off to no end. But I just recently got announced my theater, Cinemark. I have a Cinemark theater. They just announced that my theater is getting not an IMAX, not even a Cinemark XD. You know what I'm fucking getting? A Screen X. That's what I'm fucking getting. I'm getting a fucking.
Isn't that bad?
Shut up, Ben. Don't fucking
It's
piss me
not
off
that
right now.
bad.
Don't fucking piss me off right now. Oh my god. Well, although, like, we wonder why cinema's dying. We're getting a fucking Screen X. Holy shit, man. I hate this place so much. I hate it so much. But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to watch this in Infinity Vision. I should look though if that theater I went to go see Sinners in IMAX if they're gonna have that Infinity Vision certification.
Well,
I'll see if they have it for Endgame first, and then go from there. For
we still
Doomsday.
got to talk about the possibility of doing a trip around that time. Because
Well,
we just
Yeah, now
confirmed
that
it's not moving.
Ben,
it's not
now
moving.
that Ben
100%.
screwed it all up with Dune Part
Going
2
to Dune on
Let's See
Friday?
Buddy, yeah, fuck.
So yeah, now we'd have to work around your going to see Dune schedule.
Well, I mean, it depends on how long you guys want to come over for. Like, I don't know.
Well, what are we gonna do while you're at Dune?
Well, I'm saying, like, what if you
Because
came on-
obviously we'd go to Doomsday on Thursday, right?
like, what if you came on Tuesday night? We had Wednesday, Thursday together, some of Friday before I left, and then you guys head back.
Sorry, actually, to cut you off, we don't need to be talking about this on the podcast. We'll talk about it after.
I know.
We don't need to talk about it in the runtime. I was just thinking about it. But sorry to cut you off. We will talk about it, just not on air.
Also, I
see
think
it
press badges applications are down for this year. But I looked, we
okay.
bought our Comic-Con tickets like that November before that.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. It was a long time
bought
ago,
it
but I just
all
didn't know
time.
if press badges were different, like if you could do it later or whatnot. But yeah, we would have, if we wanted to go to this Comic-Con, we would have had to do this back in October. We would have had to do everything that we did that 1 year, which is so insane to me. That is so insane for what little we did there. Which, I mean, maybe now it's better. I don't know. Anyway, yes, that is the what was supposed to be the light Doomsday discussion. Moving on.
It's an Avengers movie. I mean, come on. You can't
Sure.
be mad at us. It's an Avengers
No,
movie.
I'm not mad at all. I just
I think
I just
can't be mad at us.
oh, gotcha.
Let's
I
see
don't
if I
wanna
can
jump-
guess what he's gonna bring up right now. Go ahead. You can... Oh wait, no. Never mind. Because I like to change the backgrounds before he, like, as soon as he gets into what he's doing. So I was like, oh, let me see if I can guess by changing the background as soon as he gets into his spiel. But
Beef season 2.
yeah, I didn't have that one saved yet.
Aiden unfortunately has not seen Beef season 2, so we're gonna be pretty careful with what we're jumping around and dancing around with here, Ben and I. And Ben has not finished the show. He is on the last episode, I believe,
Oh, I've
right?
seen
Or okay, you said 7 episodes.
I
Are
watched
there 7 episodes?
There's 8, but I
there's
watched
8, okay.
7 episodes all in one day because I was sick, and then I just
Gotcha.
finished it the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Benjamin and I have both finished Beef season 2, and I guess like a little reaction in 3. A 2, a 1. Sure. Yeah. I'm with that. I'm with that. Yeah.
Let's start with let's address the score thing.
Mhm.
Here's the thing, Aiden. If this show was not called Beef and this was just a separate show, I think this would be much higher rated. And the problem is the expectation of Beef season 1, specifically with the setup for the story itself, like the reason why everything starts to spiral out of control is such like a minor thing that people just blow out of proportion in the first season. And that's what makes it so interesting, is like seeing how that leads into the rest of the story. And the problem with this season is that it really like lacks that kind of backbone and is more of just like a typical drama between couples. It has like its elements of trying to be kind of like a, have its almost needle drop type of moments of things happening.
Those were so good. Yeah.
It's supposed to like, draw you in and be just like, oh yeah, like this is what we're about to do. But the way that it actually like plays out, it never really leads to anything that's any more interesting than this just being like a really well done drama, but not Beef.
So
I mean, it's just not that.
And it doesn't sound like it's this extreme, but would you kind of liken it to how last Rotten Tomatoes draft I drafted the Bear again? There you go. I drafted the Bear season 4, which I think is
that was criminally
Exactly. I think it was done so dirty, and I also think that is the second best season that show has ever done, and it's up there with season 2 for me. Yeah. But just gets reviewed as if it's really, really bad and just not good. I know it's not that extreme, but
let me look at where the Rotten Tomatoes is. 85,
62.
The only reason I don't think it's that is because
I'm not mad at that.
Like, for people who enjoyed The Bear, like us astute gentlemen, we really liked season 4 of The Bear and think that it was underrated. But in this case, like, I really liked Beef season 1, and I understand where people are coming from with this just feeling like a departure from what made Beef so engaging.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though you have the sentiment of, hey, if this was not called Beef season 2, I think it'd be reviewed way better. Even though you have that sentiment, you still see eye to eye with those people. That's like, I get it. I get where they're coming from. I get why it's at a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes. That wasn't enough to outweigh that score. Whereas the Bear season 4, there was enough there to outpower. Okay, these people are tripping. Here, you're still seeing eye to eye, even though you have that sentiment. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with people's sentiment there because I feel the same way.
Okay. Damn, that's a solid time fumble on my part.
Charlie, do you feel that way as well?
No, yeah. I mean, I was very satisfied with what we got, but I miss what we had with season 1 of Beef. So much so, I'm gonna start rewatching it because I want to remember just how all the good moments with Steven Yeun and I forget the other actress's name. But like, it felt like between just the two of them, like there was constant real tension going on throughout that entire season. And like here, what they seem to set up as like the main tension and main conflict is almost immediately brushed away, and we talk about other things that are happening in the world, which, like, those other things that are happening in the world are interesting, but I just feel like it escapes the main point of what I thought this show was about.
And then it never really becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Even later on.
Yeah. In fact, like, it's almost flipped. It's flipped on its head almost in entirely, and used as kind of like a, no, I don't want to say too much for Aiden's sake, but yeah, it's I mean, for lack of a better way of saying it, like, it almost just feels like it is like a robbery of the first one. I don't know. Like in a way, like how I said, it's criminal. The way that it was, that the Bear was Bear season 4 was done dirty. I think this season, in a certain way, is criminal. That like, and which is weird in saying also because like it's the same people behind it. It's like Jake Schreier directed episode 1. He directed episode 8, the premiere and the finale, and Lee Sung Jin did I think like 3 or 4 episodes, I believe.
Most of the middle part of the season,
Yeah. So like the main creators of the show are working on it. So like we know like their creative intention is all there, but I just wonder if what happened along the way of just the story that they wanted to tell, and it kind of detracted from like the main premise of the show itself, which maybe like in a sort of anthology show, because that's technically what this is. I don't know if maybe we can say we can cling so hard to that idea of season 1 and what it was. Maybe there's something to be said about that. But I also don't think if even that is the case, I don't think people are wrong for feeling like they didn't get what they expected coming into this season and coming out of it. So,
yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance that Aiden loves this and
Sure.
is like way more positive on it than you and I are. Specifically because I think he'll find it easier to look past the more like meta side of looking at season 1 and take it more for what it is. But I absolutely agree. I think they, story-wise, it almost seems like they latched onto the concept, and then like some of the crazy things that happen around it really feel unnatural and shoehorned in. Like I think it's the end of episode 2 where you kind of have like another big thing that happens. And that really becomes like kind of the background driving force for the rest of the season, especially the season finale.
Yeah.
And like when that happened at first, you're like, okay, this is like just random. Like, yeah, it's crazy, but it's just random. And it just feels like they kind of force that into the narrative. And so like by the end of it, even though it started off with, the crux being about specifically these couples, by the end of it, it's about something totally different. And, their journey is paired alongside everything else that's happening. But I don't think that they like meshed very well, as much as it was like people were reacting to the stuff that was happening around them.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to say, like, whatever we have to say about it, they were very intentional with what they wanted to do with this show, and I think that it is very clear and concise from beginning to end. And there's a lot of cool, I don't know, for lack of a better term, callbacks. There's a lot of cool references and full circle moments that are placed intentionally, both character wise and story wise, that do feel very satisfying and very like, oh, that's cool, that's neat. And I catch that, and I observed that, and I noticed that, and I tip my hat to those sort of things. Almost everything that's happening is very interesting, but I don't think this is what I wanted from a beef perspective, which is what you're saying, and I just I guess I just want to double down in some positives of like the main 4 cast, fucking phenomenal. Like,
amazing.
Dude, Kaylee Spaney, bro. Like,
I was
we
just
already
gonna
knew
ask
she was
how
good.
she was.
She is so fucking good in this, man. So fucking good.
Dude.
Oscar Isaac is fucking phenomenal as well. Like, dude, he is really damn good.
Yes.
And what's her name, bro?
Carey Mulligan.
Carey Mulligan, thank you so much.
Yeah.
She's also great in like what can I compare her to recently? She has a very little hint of Rachel from the drama in her, in the fact that like of just like how you feel towards the character. But that's all I'll say for towards that. And Charles Melton, I think, is probably the least great one of the cast, but even in saying that, he's still really good. He's still very, very good. And I do have some quarrels with like the depiction of just like, I don't know, some of the characters in general, mainly Kaylee Spaney's character and Charles Melton's character. It almost just seems like a little out of touch with reality, try what they think Gen Z kids are supposed to be in a way. And like, it kind of took me out of it a little bit sometimes. But also there's some shaky stuff with Charles Melton's character specifically that I can't get into like character wise for him that just didn't make a lot of sense to me at first. But I guess like as the story goes on, it
I
begins to
was
make a little
kind of
bit more
confused
sense.
on that, to be honest.
No, yeah,
like
and
with their approach of why they did it the way
100%.
that they did.
Yeah. And then like there's little moments where he's this isn't a spoiler, Aiden, but they do that big thing in episode 1, and then you cut to episode 2 where he's like, "Oh, I just didn't feel right buying clothes from H&M and leaving the tags on with the intention to return them." I'm like, "What? You were totally fine with the other thing you just did, but that's too much?" Like I just like, "What?" But yeah, I don't know. And then even the probably the least interesting part to me, and I think that it doesn't, not to say that it was like shoehorned in or anything, but the chairwoman's character and her husband, not everything that was happening with the company, but just their relationship. That one felt like it was like a tacked on addition, and that there wasn't as much time spent with it. Maybe with just their relationship in and of itself, I think the chairwoman herself and the way she feels about life in general, I think was touched on a bit more, and as well as the husband individually. But their relationship together was kind of like a gray area, or for lack of a better term. It left some to be desired for me. But
Yeah,
great show. I do think it was good. I had a fun time with it. But just if we get a Beef season 3, I hope we can kind of bring it back to the roots a little bit.
yeah. I'd probably still go like 7.5, because it is really solid for what it is.
Sure.
But I think the first season of Beef, I would go probably like a 9. I'm a big fan.
I'd probably give this a 7.5 or an 8, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
7.5 or an
check it
8.
out, man.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's
you
not
gotta
bad
check
at
it
all.
out, man.
No, I'm still so excited for it. I I could not get to it this week, but yeah, I mean, the reviews, it's not like it soured anything for me. More so just made me upset for the draft, but it's all good.
Yeah. It is unfortunate.
It's brutal. It's brutal, man. I think I have, and we're not talking about the draft, but I think I have like some surefire, like there's no way, like this has to be unbreakable. Like, in what world is a drama scoring better than Beef season 2? It's insane.
But then
and that's not even like a good thing. It's bad. They're scoring bad.
I mean, as Ben said, it's a possibility you'll come out of this season and love it. But I mean, I think you'll probably, just based off how much you loved the drama, I think you'll come out and like you'll say that the drama was better than this. So
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy. Yeah. Anyways, I'm excited to check it out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, on to the meat and potatoes of our weekly 3. Let's start her off. I was actually going to say Daredevil, but let's actually do this instead.
No.
No. Let's do that. Let's do that instead, because it is objectively the.
Let's say it is the lower of the two. It is the
yeah.
But
yeah. It is objectively the worst of the 3 shows that we got this week. That's not an indictment on it. Anyway, reactions to The Boys season 3, episode 3. Or sorry, season 5, episode 3, excuse me. In 3, 2, 1.
I also don't remember much from this episode, so bear with me. I will play along as I go because I watched this a long time ago, and since then I've watched the Daredevil episode twice and the Invincible episode twice. I have not watched this one, so just bear with me. My thumbs up might turn a little bit. I do remember being kind of bored most of this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's slower paced, which is fine. We're 3 episodes in. Like this is kind of what I expected from being.
I was about to say the exact opposite. Not that it's not slow paced, but I was about to say we're 3 episodes in of the final season. There should be more happening. I should be feeling more.
I do.
Well, I will say this was a big step in the plot. Like it was a decent step, and I mean, it is a little annoying. It's just like it's another MacGuffin that they're after, because like the one MacGuffin was the virus before, and now they're after another MacGuffin. So like that's a little bit annoying, but this was still a step towards plot progression. So like I'll give them that.
Yeah. I will say though, and I know we're just jumping straight to it. I mean, it's been a while. I'm just gonna jump straight to like ending stuff. I do think Ryan should have died. I do think they should have killed Ryan off right there. Probably. I think 100% that Homelander should have killed Ryan right there. Just to further, like, I do think episodes 4, 5, 6, like, I think those are going to be like Homelander's unhinged. We're seeing a lot of pure evil more than we've ever seen out of Homelander. I do think he's just slowly going to keep descending into madness. And I think this would have been a good cliffhanger spot to leave him off of before getting into 4, 5, and 6, because without knowing anything, because obviously, Charlie, what I told you last week is obviously debunked, but without knowing anything, I do think Homelander does die episode like 7. I do think he dies before the finale.
I don't think so.
You think he dies in the finale?
I don't think he dies. I'll be honest.
See,
really?
I've heard this take. So that he doesn't die; he just loses his powers. And if you think about it, that's like the worst.
Yeah,
that's the worst outcome for him.
Teasing.
So,
because without his powers, like emotionally and mentally,
as A-Train said, yeah, like
nothing.
Underneath,
that would be a good way to tie it back.
Nothing. You're a sniveling.
My thing is just,
I think that's worse than death for him.
Yeah, I agree.
True. No, I agree. What do you do with Butcher then? Like, what do you do with? Oh, you think he dies? Okay, interesting.
I think Butcher dies.
So
they've been teaming that up for a while.
But how? If Homelander loses his powers, how does Homelander die? Or how does Butcher die then? You know, the virus or
maybe
Soldier Boy? You know.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. Well, no, I mean, I like this discussion, but I think Ryan dying there at the end would have been a good cliffhanger falling off point to then open the door for 4, 5, and 6, your middle part of the season, to focus more on Homelander has completely snapped. Homelander is the worst we've ever seen him, and in this hunt for V1 to make himself immortal, this man is letting all hell break loose. And I think that would have been really cool, because I do think we're getting that. And if we're not, then so be it. I sound like a fool right now. But if we do get that, I think Ryan dying and that being the first step into that would have been awesome. So I did have a lot of issues with that. I'm like, man, it's the last season. Like, there were already rumors that like we weren't going to get to see a lot of Ryan before the show came out, and I didn't want to believe it. And now seeing this, I'm like, well, great. You know, like, maybe they are just going to sideline him for the rest of the season. But that was kind of one of my biggest issues with this episode, was how we left it off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to hesitate on agreeing with if that Ryan should have died, just because I do foresee an ending to this story being a sort of like the young Soups being a byproduct of like their shitty parents injecting V into them, with the exception of Ryan, because he's natural born Soup. But them getting to inherit their world and trying to make the most of it afterwards. Do I think that'll be like super well fleshed out? I don't know. But I can see an idea, like there's a formulation of that I could see playing out.
I like that.
But if that doesn't happen, I do think it would be a waste. I do think that like maybe that would have been best for him to die here. If like, what else do you do with Ryan if not that is what comes to my mind as well.
I think why I would side more with Aiden is just because of what we did get, which is if you're going to have a fight with Homelander in this moment, then just fully commit to killing him off. It would be different if it was just like they met up and had a conversation and went their separate ways, and later there's a conflict. It's like Homelander has him on the edge of death right there. If you're going to go that far, why not just go all the way at this point?
Sure. Well, why didn't Omni-Man go all the way?
Omni-Man
but
has an actual soul.
I feel that's what I'm saying. I feel like Omni-Man has more of a soul than Homelander ever would. I will also use this moment to bring up something I didn't bring up last week when we were talking about the boys. I absolutely hate this Kimiko and Frenchie angle. I do not like it. I hate the whole and I can't remember if they did a lot of this in season 4 too, but them just having sex all the time after it was such a like protector dynamic where I felt like they came off as like brother and sister, like friends, like Frenchie wanted to take care of her and she wanted to protect him with her entire life. And they've just completely leaned into the bit this season and it's not good. I'm not really liking it a whole lot.
I don't know. I disagree. I don't feel strongly the other way though. I'm just kind of like I see this and I accept it for how it is.
Yeah.
I think of it as like I think of it as like a friends turned lovers kind of thing. I can see how you got to like brother and sister thing, brother and sisterly vibe. For sure I can see that. But like, also you got to think they're not actually brother and sister. like I mean, if they
true.
If they want to start banging, they can start banging. You know,
it's just. I don't know. It's just fun. I mean, it makes for great memes.
Sure. Yeah.
Kimiko. So Ben, you were talking a little bit about those memes where it's like Thragg's haircut, Billy's shirt, and it's like Kimiko, and it's this gif of Speed just bouncing up.
Where's Daredevil, bro? Where's Daredevil? That's all I'm wondering.
I don't know.
I don't understand how that's not in the rotation. I mean, there's probably less.
I feel like there was last year. I feel like last year Daredevil was kind of thrown
we didn't
in
have
the
the
mix.
boys.
No.
Well, isn't there like I've seen some individual Daredevil meme videos.
I've seen like Daredevil's own.
I've seen some of
with
that,
but Wilson Bethel throwing it. Oh
yeah. Okay.
I've seen that one of Wilson Bethel on the table twerking. Like I've seen those.
Okay, what?
And Charlie,
I have not seen.
You haven't seen those? And then the gif of Charlie Cox talking to someone, and he just starts like going like that. Oh, dude, I have to find it.
What the flip?
No, the specific thing that I was bringing up is Invincible and the boys. I like only see crossover memes between them. I mean, I see some individual Invincible ones. Like I just saw one of oh no, Thrag's going to Earth, and then it's like meanwhile Paul on Earth, and he's like dicing him up.
Those are...
like I've seen those, and like that's great. But I've seen the boys and Invincible crossover memes. Never once anything with Daredevil.
Yeah,
probably people just connect and they're on the same streaming service. People just connect them easier. So
yeah. Anyways, the boys.
And so like
I love the.
Do they not have the virus anymore? No cap on God, bro.
No cap on God.
But do they not have the virus anymore? Like, because that guy destroyed it. But then Frenchie said, "I'm not gonna make more if you hurt Kimiko." So I assume he can make more.
I don't think.
But it's like, why did we even need the guy then? If Frenchie can just make more, then why the hell do we even need this guy?
I don't think that they'll ignore it because they just can't. I feel like it will come up that like at some point someone secretly made more later in the season. I just think that we've pivoted our focus for now.
Oh, and also Did you guys catch like the little when Homelander and Soldier Boy and not Maeve, hold on, don't help
Firecracker?
me. Don't help me. No. Super smart girl.
Yeah.
Don't help me. 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 Not Maeve. Not Mage.
No, very
Uh,
close.
Sage. That's her name. In that room talking about V1, and then Sage is listing all of the people that got V1, and they say Stormfront, and then Soldier Boy looks at Homelander. Is Stormfront Homelander's mom, bro?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what people are saying. Well, like Homelander, Soldier Boy like looks kind of confused, and Sage looks at Homelander, and Homelander looks at Sage like, and she's like, "You might have known her as Liberty," and he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
bro." If we find out that Stormfront was Homelander's mom, bro, oh hell no, hell no. The season 2 is
grief,
different,
man.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. I can see this show doing it though. Like this show is the show I can see doing that.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Okay, I found the GIF, guys.
Bro found the Wilson Bethel twerking on a table and Charlie Cox jerking somebody out.
All right, I turned the audio off because it's gonna.
What the hell is that? Why? What? Dude. Oh, okay. I have seen that. That's insane.
This is all I've seen of, and then Buck just chilling, Wilson Bethel throwing it back.
Holy shit, dude. Audio listeners, you're actually, you should be happy that you're not witnessing.
Audio listeners, just ignore that.
But yeah, the boys.
Yeah, that'd be disgusting, dude. It'd be horrible.
Yeah.
I don't put it past the show. They already do the whole Madeline Stillwell stuff. Like that has been. What are we doing, dude?
Yeah,
No, get this, dude. I'm watching this. I'm watching the episode, and I wake up at like 5:30 because I'm like, I gotta watch this in Invincible, and then I gotta get to work. Like, but I know I'm gonna get spoiled if I don't.
Sure.
So I like wake up at 5:15, 5:30, and I'm still like super asleep. I haven't been able to get up and like wash my face and wake myself up. And I'm like, no, I got this. I could watch the episode. And I'm like dozing off, and I'm like, okay, I gotta stop. Like, I didn't miss much. Like, I'm locked in. Maybe that's also why I can't remember much from the episode. And I do one of my little like, and as soon as I like snap back up, I just see her opening her chest and floating. I was like, what? And I paused. I'm like, yo, okay, hold on. Did I dream that or what the fuck is happening? I had to get up and like wash my face, do my routine. I'm like, all right, let me make sure I saw that correctly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I see a lot of people saying like Father. It could be like Father's powers. Maybe he did something to him. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm vibing with this season. I'm vibing with everything that they're doing. This just feels too much like what I would have wanted out of season 4. Not out of the final season of the show. But again, we do have a lot of time. And I do trust the show to be able to hit the ground running with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 5 whole episodes left. I'm like, okay, I can forgive some of these small episodes. I need something big to happen this week, though. I feel like I need something big to happen, whether that's Homelander doing something or something with the boys.
And I will say, after seeing this 3rd episode, I disagree with the decision to not launch with 3 episodes. Like there was not a. You got your little cliffhanger with Soldier Boy sitting up, but like that's it. That's all that was good for.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that was great. But and then I think the last thing I want to touch on, well, actually 2 things. Firstly, the bald superpowered girl and how she blew up.
That
Maverick.
was weird.
Was that intentional? Or was he standing in front of Huey and she was trying to do it to Huey? Or was he standing in front of Huey and she was trying to do it to Huey?
I think that was.
I don't know. That
purely, you're supposed to be scared for a second
that Huey died.
Yeah.
which
But
I wasn't
that
at
moment,
all.
it played so awkward too. It played so
was
weird.
very
Also.
forced.
Because the reason I was confused is Huey's like giving this guy a pep talk and like trying to turn to change his heart or whatever, and it seems like it might be working or something, and maybe like she walks in when it's like kind of working or something, and then decides to kill him. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on it. It was just a weird thing to me.
Yeah.
But then just Annie, bro, what are you freaking quit? Just Annie. Shut up. Quit fucking sitting in the corner, vaping, and then running away to cry and vape some more. Oh my goodness. You're just leaving Huey high and dry, man. Like, you leaving him is not going to make him not die. It's not like when you run away, he's just going to stop doing what he's doing. So, like, what is the decision there, dude? Oh, at least if you're there, you can try to help. I don't know, man. Dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that moment played very odd to me.
Also, and this is some Gen V stuff. I
I was
find it
gonna
a
say, is
little
Maverick
weird.
from Gen V?
He might be in a shot, but he's not like a super important character in Gen
I
V
don't
or
like.
anything, no.
I don't think we specifically focus on him at all, but I remember him being there
Sure, yeah.
in one
Yeah.
of the seasons or both.
But Gen V stuff, I feel like with what they've set up with Marie, why is she not in, like, why is Annie not having her involved in this, like, at all times? Like, in season 2 specifically, they say that she's, like, as powerful as Homelander or has the potential to be. So why is she not involved in this whatsoever?
If
Like, it
she's
just
about to
doesn't make
show up,
sense.
That would be stupid.
It's just like
It's too late now.
yeah, dude. I don't know. But that's the thing. She is going to show up. We know that. Like, she was in a trailer. She is going to show up at some point. But
Well, I guess I mean, like, it's too late to bring her in and actually, like, give her the significance that they should have given the setup. She should
Sure.
have been more integral from episode 1 of this season.
I wonder if she could kill Soldier Boy. I wonder. Probably not, because he's immortal because of this V1 thing or whatever. Anyway,
Do we think Soldier Boy is gonna kind of end up siding somewhat with the boys by the end of the season?
I think he's purely for
see
himself.
Do you think
He's purely for himself until somebody wrongs him some way, and then he's for himself still to get revenge. But then he'll team up with whoever.
I think
is
that
also trying to
what
hurt
you
the person
just
that wronged him.
I think what you just said right there. I think we could see something where Homelander does something, whether intentionally or not intentional, and forces Soldier Boy to side with the boys.
Yeah.
That, or I think, we have the downfall of Vought, or maybe not the downfall of Vought, but at least Homelander and whatever, and he just kind of goes off on his own.
Yeah. On to our wonderful, beautiful Daredevil Born Again, season 2, episode 5 there, brother. What do we think, gentlemen? In 3, in 2, in 1. Banger status.
Best
Banger status.
episode of
Oh my
this
God.
show. Best episode of this show, to be clear.
Yeah.
Banger status. Banger status.
Incredible stuff.
God,
Phenomenal.
what a phenomenal piece of television, dude. Oh my God, man.
Dude, I mean, instantly, as soon as the flashback started and I just heard Foggy's voice, tears in my eyes, man. Tears in my eyes. I couldn't handle it, man. Couldn't handle it. But beyond that, I'm going to take a page out of Aiden's book and just dive straight into like the end-ish. So spoilers. Dude, what a performance from Vincent D'Onofrio in that last bit,
gosh.
man. Like, holy cow.
Probably his peak so far as Kingpin.
Yeah, like even including Netflix stuff, man.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
That was some great stuff, dude. Just getting to see Kingpin in that way, we've never seen him before, and with the one person who would be able to get him that way, they had their one shot to do it, and they did not hold back from it. And I love that, dude. I love it so much.
Obviously, like when they tease killing a character and then they don't, sometimes we're like, come on, bro, just do it.
Yeah.
This is the perfect middle ground between the two, I would say, which is one more episode, use that as a plot device to move us forward. And what I think is incredible about this episode, kind of, broadening this up a little bit, specifically for Kingpin and specifically for Daredevil, they almost do nothing like for this current story or locationally for this whole episode. Like Daredevil through this episode is just his escape with Bullseye, and Kingpin is like bedside. And yet, like, you don't need any more than that, because the depth of bringing in the flashbacks in order to push this narrative. That just goes to show. I mean, like, I told John, who I don't even think John has seen the episode yet, but my friend John, I told him this is one of the best episodes of Daredevil, and easily the best of these last couple of seasons. And he said, "Oh, is there like big one-shot action sequence, whatever?" I said, "There's no action.
There's no action at all.
There is no action."
Yeah,
there's two people talking, man.
There's two people talking. It's so good.
It's phenomenal, dude. Gosh, man, what a freaking shot there at the end. Just fucking pick them up, dude. Oh. Yeah. What are we celebrating? Mercy. Oh my god, man.
My one quarrel is with them as they're walking to Josie's, and he's like, Matt's like, I think I'm gonna change the name to Nelson and Murdoch, because like depending on how you look at it, to me, I kind of look at it like this, like it's kind of retconning Foggy or Nelson v. Murdoch in the episode in season 1 of Daredevil, the Netflix show. Yeah. Because they already have that conversation. They already decide in college what it's going to be, what the naming scheme's going to be. And that was such a beautiful moment back then as well. And so for them to just continue that conversation here and just end up in the same way that it was before, I don't know. I don't think it cheapens that episode, but it's just like, I just hope you're not trying to like ignore that episode, because I think that episode is so profound in multiple ways, not just that one scene.
I think it was trying to serve a purpose of, setting us further back in time. Just hearing Murdoch and Nelson kind of sets you off a little bit that you're pretty early on, but I think it was more just to add an extra layer than necessarily, actually give us too much depth or time to the story.
Fembot Foggy.
Ben, what do you think about the boy Wesley? The return of Wesley, my man.
Why'd you tell me that, you bastard?
Dude, I know. I didn't. I know. And I told
said,
Charley, I was like,
dude, I miss my boy Wesley. And you were like, just you wait. I was like,
this week. And
there's a shot in the trailer where if you really look at it, he's blurred in the background, but you can if you really look at it, you can kind of tell that it's Wesley.
In the original trailer?
Yeah. Oh. Not the mid-season. In the mid-season trailer, they just outright show you that it's Wesley, but I
still haven't seen the mid-season trailer.
That's good. Don't.
Stay away. stay away big time.
And also stay away from certain people's Instagram accounts.
What happened?
Just somebody spoiled it. Somebody spoiled the end of this season. That's all you needed.
Like, dude, the end of the season.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, yeah, British Wesley and American Wesley meeting face to face. Oh my god. And like tying it to I saw people talking about how they tied it to a string of killings that nobody really knew what was going on, or like
it recontextualizes the Netflix show. Yeah.
Like, it was Buck the entire time. Just so sick. And like Foggy going and telling that dude, like, get out of here, and then you just see Buck being like, delivery, just walking in the house like, oh dude. And then the James Gandolfini stuff. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah. It's just, God, he's such a great actor. When he starts the car and he's like, fuck, I can't do it. I can't leave.
I love Wesley, and like, I think from a nostalgia perspective, Whoa.
Oh, dude,
I think
Wesley's a go.
What are you
bro.
about to
What are
say,
you-
bro?
pause, resume.
What are you about to say, bro?
No. What I'm gonna say is because
Buck
of
is better than
nostalgia-
Wesley? No.
Yeah, no, that's where I thought he was going.
I
That's where I
know.
thought this boy was going.
Because of nostalgia, there is no replacing Wesley.
Yeah.
And it's not just nostalgia. Like he also stands on business. But given that Buck is essentially a Wesley replacement, I love Buck as a character.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Not that he'll ever be Wesley, but it's not one of those things where it's just like, oh, they're trying too hard to make him Wesley. It's like,
Yeah.
no, he is also that guy in his own right.
yeah.
They've done immense work with this character this season. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I loved him, bro. Like, if you go watch my old Daredevil reactions that I was like trying to upload on YouTube, dude, every time Buck was on screen, I was like, here's my go, bro. Like, let's go. I love Buck. So yes, to recontextualize him and his involvement in the original show, but also that passing of the torch with him and Wesley and just literally everything he does this episode, if I'm being honest. I'm the one telling you to fuck off. Keep up. Oh, dude, so good. It's absolutely amazing.
I love as Matt and Bullseye are running away. I just love like Bullseye trying to tell him to leave him, and like you tried to kill me, and Matt's just like, I'm trying to save you because I tried to kill you, and like that's just fire stuff, man. And like it hurts. It's so poignant. Like we're getting the Foggy flashback episode with the guy who killed Foggy, and Matt has that realization of mercy, that Foggy, that remembrance, that idea of mercy, which like he had those ideas before, but he just rejected them. But Foggy made him embrace them, and for Foggy to make him embrace them with Foggy's killer, gosh, man, just great fucking stuff.
It's so good,
Dude, and Matt saving the person he hates the most, and Fisk losing the person he loves the most. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I started crying whenever he walked in there with Bullseye and he's like, can you give me a hand? And Karen just sits there like, I'm like, dude, oh my God.
I thought that was
like,
good too.
dude,
Yeah, that little line. You're like,
oh
man.
my God.
Now the layer of like her being more okay with just murdering
with
people.
killing people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That like when they walked in,
When
I'm
she's
like,
presented with Foggy's killer.
shoot.
Dang,
Yeah.
bro.
Dude,
I'm like, this
I was
adds a
tearing
different
up.
layer.
Oh, dude, I was like, dude, Matt walks in there with the person who is also affected the most by Bullseye, maybe to some degree even more than Matt, because Matt can actually stand up for himself and, you know, fight Bullseye one-on-one and like hold his own. For her to be face to face with that and just be like, God, like, is this really happening? Is this what I'm seeing? Like, Matt is in here bringing Bullseye and wants me to help him. That whole look of realization was just, it was pristine. I was tearing up at the Foggy conversation. I really love when they're just talking about the case and he's like we're his attorneys now, whether we like it or not. Like, now this does fall on us.
Yeah.
And now that we've seen this, we can't just turn an eye. But even Foggy just being like, come on, mercy. Is there anything about mercy in the Bible? And, you know, like challenging Matt in that type of way. And then all of the stuff happening in the church by the end of the episode, like, cinema, man.
Yeah.
And just beyond what this episode does in its own runtime and everything it does for itself, what it does for the future, what we're wondering, like everything that we're thinking about going, how is Wilson, how is Kingpin going to react? Like, what is he going to do to tighten the grip on the city, to find Matt and to find Karen and to find Bullseye? What, as we just talked about, where does this leave Karen after Matt walks in with Bullseye? What is she going to do? Now that Daniel has had to deal with some of the dirty workings of Kingpin's mayoral stuff with Buck, where does that leave him? What is he going to think going into all this, you know? Like, there's so many other things that it leaves you to be interested in going forward, beyond everything that it already did so amazingly well in the episode. So, episode 6, man.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben, and then apparently people are saying that like people have seen episode 7, they're like, I'm not even kidding, this show deserves a fucking Emmy. Like, give this show an Emmy nomination after what I just witnessed episode 7. Like, people are hyping episode 7 up even more than anything.
Well, I
we've
heard
gotten
that
so
like
far.
I heard that it's a slower start, and then 4 onward is better every single week.
Yeah.
So,
Gosh, it's just
I don't know
insane.
how, like, if this is not the peak of this season.
It's crazy. And it's crazy because it's I guarantee you might not be. I guarantee I feel like it is not the peak of this season, which is crazy because go for it.
Man, they're still saying, like they said in the marketing, Vincent and Charley, they both said that they think they topped the end of season 3. The city rejected you, it beat you, that scene. They think that they topped that scene. So like we're still yet to see that, man. So like
Dude,
my
we are
gosh.
oh my god, we're what sucks is it's gonna have to be maybe it doesn't suck. I don't know. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself on the boys, but I'm like, I'd rather see 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8, maybe. Is it 8 episodes or 7?
8 of the boys, yeah.
8. What about Daredevil?
I actually don't know. It's either 8 or 9, I think.
Anyways, whatever. I'd rather get this run with Invincible's run, but Invincible ends this week, tomorrow. So it's like we got to share it with the boys, but it'll be fun. It'll be fine. Let's soak in this time right now. The last week we get the boys, Invincible, and Daredevil all in one night. But I'm very excited, dude. I'm freaking stoked.
Yeah. Phenomenal episode.
100%.
With that being said, let's step into our final discussion of the episode. Invincible, season 4, episode 7. I don't know the title of it, but boys, what are we thinking?
Don't be rash, or what? What is it? Don't be rash,
I think it's something like that.
or
Maybe.
some. I don't know.
Possibly. 3, 2, 1. Come on, man.
Oh my god. Look at Ben, bro. What is he doing? Yo.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Talk
Dude.
about television, man. How did we get this?
This is what
Can
I
I say
fucking live
something?
for. Don't do
Can I
anything
say
rash.
something?
Do it, bro. Do it.
This
Do it.
right here
Oh.
is the best episode of the whole series.
Oh wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's
Wow.
I mean, it's not super crazy, but it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I mean, we're talking season 1 finale. We're talking season 3 finale. We're talking season 3 episode 7. We're talking season 3 episode 6. Come on, bro.
My previous favorite was season 1 finale.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if anything in this show will top season 1 finale, but like, oh my gosh, man. I don't know. I think the recent Conquest episode we got, episode 5, I think it was, which was 2 fucking weeks ago. Good gosh. Maybe no, 3 weeks ago. It was episode 4, right? No.
No, it was 5.
It was episode 5.
4 was the hell episode.
This is episode 8, no, or is this episode 7?
This was 7 that we're talking about. We're going into 8 to
Geez,
tomorrow.
so it was 2 weeks ago. Gosh, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I think that episode is definitely the best.
Conquest to Thrag on Fraud Watch to We Are
Yeah,
So Bad.
to-
I'm sorry, Mr. Thrag. Check my phone.
Yeah.
I never
Grand
called
Region
you
Thrag.
a fraud.
Grand Region Thrag. Grand Region Thrag. I never said anything. It was these two. I was 10 toes last week. Dude. Oh my god, this season, bro. This season. Yeah. I don't think that's ridiculous. I'd put it like, I think I'd put it top 5. I think it's an amazing episode. It's so hard, man. It's so hard.
It's top
comparing
3 for
peak.
sure for me. It's top 3.
You think
for
it's
sure.
top
This
3?
to me,
Yeah.
this clears all of the Conquest episodes.
See, because
that's
I'm like I'd put it over Invincible War, I think, and based on what I was saying with the episode we got, episode 5, 2 weeks ago, I think I was saying that I have the season 1 finale over it, and Powerplex was in there somewhere. I don't think top 3 is ridiculous at all. I mean, this is I
Sure.
watched it twice just to see. I'm like, let me just see if there's anything I'm missing, if there's any, because like that was so good. I watched it again and I was like the beginning stuff is so phenomenal. It reminds me of like how we spend the Debbie stuff with Debbie and Nolan, and then we go to the conquest, the brutal conquest fight. Like the purge of all the Viltrumites and Thrag and asserting his dominance, and then
I do want to say I had an issue with that. I had an issue with the purge stuff, but I do think after, I think it was something you sent me, Aiden, I'm a little bit warmer on it if that's the direction they go with it. I won't say it for your sake, Ben. But
well, what's your issue?
Wait, why would you not say why would you
I'll say what my issue is. I'll say what my issue is, but the potential solution to it here. My issue with it was, well, how does that solve anything with what you're talking about, Thrag? We're weeding out the weakness of potential betrayal. Who's to say that the people that win these fights aren't somebody who would be willing to betray you? You have no idea. You have no idea. What if Conquest wanted to betray? In fact, it looked like Conquest was about to fucking try to rock your shit. It looked like he was about to do that. So like, for the idea of,
he would have tried.
He would have tried. Exactly. He would have tried.
I think Thrag would have kicked his fucking ass.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I think that's.
But like who trained Thrag? You would imagine Argyle, but Argyle got his shit rocked by fucking Thetis. So like, maybe not his shit rocked, he got assassinated, but still though, like Argyle, you would think is like on his shit, like he would know, but I don't know.
Well, in my understanding of it, it was like, let's weed out the weakness. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, whoever dies was going to betray us. It's physical strength. We need to prioritize that and get rid of the weak. And so that,
yeah, well, and
I also just dumb though. Like for what we're prescribing to Thrag to be a smart guy, like there's no logic in that thought process. There's not logic in that.
Well, I also don't think Viltrumites are very logical people. Like they literally kill each other as kids, and like their parents, like Nolan's parents in episode 2, were like trying to actively kill him until his dad showed some empathy. Like the Viltrumites are not like the smartest people ever. But I think Nolan is very smart. I think Nolan was very like calculated. I think so was Thrag once he saw that their population was dying out and was like, okay.
I was gonna say, like, I think Thrag for a large part, like he has some brains, you know, and because like there were no rules in this purge. Like people jumped other people, so like there could be a strong motherfucker, but like if he's getting jumped by 4 Viltrumites at once, he's dying. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's why it just doesn't work.
Thrag is dying.
No, not Thrag. Just any, like there could be if Conquest got jumped by 5 Viltrumites and he died there, Conquest was one of the strongest Viltrumites, but like he's dying to 5 Viltrumites on his shit. Like that's just what's happening. Well, there were no rules to this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say that, like, I mean, if this purge hadn't happened at all, it's not like somebody who wanted to betray Thrag was gonna have an easy time getting to him. I mean, that just wasn't gonna happen anyways.
Well, even I'm setting beside the betrayal stuff now as well. Just for the point of just weeding out the weakness, there was no structure to weeding out the weakness. My point is like if there was strong Viltrumites, all it would take is 3 or 4 Viltrumites to gang up on that one dude, kill him, and then there's 3 weak ones that are just going around ganging up on everybody. Like so there. It was just dumb. It's just not dumb, but it's not smart.
Yeah, so I wanted to look at it. I wanted to see if this was a conversation other people were having because I like last week when you brought up why Thrag and them just turned around and tucked tail and left whenever they could have. Now we know.
I still no. I still want to say.
I said now we know that Thrag could have easily went over there and destroyed all of them motherfuckers. Why didn't he
fucking do it? In fact, if he did that, his planet would still be here. His planet would still be here if he did that.
And I don't necessarily disagree with that. I do also still stand by the fact that I think he knew that there was a possibility that some of the Viltrumites that he was with could have died, and he needs to focus on proper
Sure.
like I'd rather take my fight
Preservation.
to the hometown too. Anyways,
I mean, he says
I
it
like
to
to-
Nolan. He says like the death of any Viltrumite leaves a void in me.
yeah,
And
yeah.
So yeah.
So I
I've
looked to
probably
see
heard
if
that 100 times in the last week.
yeah.
With
So
all
I
the
looked to
THRAGG
see
edits and everything. It's everywhere.
Fire.
I looked to see if there was any other people having the same discussion. Yeah, there was. Someone was saying the exact same thing you were saying. From what we saw, it looked like most people were either jumped, snuck, or both. Shoot, there were probably some people that accidentally died to like an accidental death. There's probably some people in there that were stronger than Craig's bum ass, is what someone said. But I like some of the conversation here. I feel like it could add to it a little bit. Which some of it is what I was saying before, but one person says the goal of the purge was to get rid of any Viltrumite that could develop Thetis' mentality and to make sure the ones remaining were really ruthless. But someone
The
combated and was like,
mentality. Okay.
yeah.
I'd be willing to accept that.
Someone said it doesn't accomplish that either. Like, you can be a morally just person. People get into like someone could see everyone around them die and be like, man, maybe Thetis was right. I don't think that necessarily stands though, just because we see the people that are left and how it played out. And it's like, all right, well, no one ever tried to sneak THRAGG,
Sure. Are you going to get to the one that you sent me? Are you going to get to the one you sent? Because I changed my mind. I think that he can hear that.
Yeah. No, and I want you to say it. I just said somebody in there said, I think that's the point, is that they are flawed and they are violent. They're not perfect, which I think is what I was which I was saying earlier. Yeah, the Viltrumites are not the smartest people. Like, look at what Nolan tried to do, for heaven's sake. But yeah, they are flawed and violent people. And I think the purpose of this show is to show like, hey, THRAGG, you're kind of outdated. Your ways are kind of outdated. Like, we spent so much time with Omni-Man and Mark, who is like, wow, Viltrumites can be good people, like Mark is, or how Omni-Man is trying to be. And look at how outdated these ways are, where they're literally calling for a purge just to eliminate the fact that somebody could have Thetis' mentality, or just to eliminate weaknesses. That is how outdated the Viltrumite way is. And now we're standing face to face with that same dude who was willing to call a purge on his own people just to get weakness out. Like, I think it's more so used to show, like, because man, they send Nolan, THRAGG sends Nolan down to Viltrum, and oh my god, it is a ghost town. Like, for a second there, I was like, what planet is this? And then I see the trees, and I was like, holy shit, dude, this is a ghost town. So I think part of it is just to convey that a little bit more strongly, that the Viltrumites are dumb.
Sure.
But yes, explain to Ben
That's
why
fair.
the one I sent you.
So Aiden sent me this because and I hadn't mentioned him that oh my gosh, that the purge was one of my complaints. I hadn't mentioned that. I hadn't mentioned that. So this was just pure happenstance. But he sent somebody's theory on Twitter. They said, "Am I the only one that feels like the purge was to eliminate any possible heir to Argyle, to the throne?" Because like he does mention in his coronation speech, like he's taking over until they find someone of Argyle's bloodline.
Right.
So like that, if that was the idea behind it, I can get behind the idea of him wanting to just mass people, mass death, everything like that. I can get behind that idea a lot more, with one exception of this dude idolizes Argyle. So like he he carries his skull around everywhere he goes. Like, I don't know that he'd be against the idea of Argyle's bloodline seating up to power.
I'd push back on that and say he loves him so much that he is willing to be like, I want to be in his role, and I will do anything to be half the man he is in his same role. Like, I need to be there as well. I feel like you could make a case for that too. I also don't even know if that's like, I don't think that's a comic spot. I think somebody's literally just like, oh, maybe
that's
like,
why I was hesitant on it, because I didn't know if it was either. But I
think it is. I don't. Think
I think it's just a theory. I think it's just somebody's theory.
Yeah,
I think I agree more with
theory.
what
That's
Charley's saying.
right?
Yeah, a game theory, a film theory. I agree more with what Charlie's saying, only because like if this heir to the throne did just decide to rock up, if Thragg really wasn't like principled enough in his caring for Argyle, like if he is, he's stepping aside and letting the heir take the throne. But if he's not, and he's truly like trying to manipulate things, he also would just like murder him on the spot. And then whatever, he remains in power because who's going to question him? So it's a matter of like, is he strictly ruling by his power, or is he ruling because of the respect that people gain for him? And I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, I think they have a code, as twisted as it may be. They have a code that they stick to. They have a respect for him as their leader. He also just happens to be that guy.
Sure. Bro, I have not.
Dude, that'd be a good transition into an edit. He also just happens to be that guy.
I have not been able to get like, dude, all week at work, bro. It's been like, show me. Show me. Dude, it's so fire. It's so, I killed Conquest. I'll kill you too. Show me. Dude, it's so good, bro. So fucking good. I mean, bro's got it. I'm sorry. Thraggy
Dude,
boy.
It was. What's crazy is last week when I was saying, "Oh, just wait till next week," I had no idea any of this shit was gonna happen. I was like praying. I'm like, Thragg, please, Thragg. Like I knew beats. I knew that he was gonna kill Thetis. That was it. I didn't know he was gonna be fucking airbending and shit in space. Dude. Oh my god.
Well, see, and I knew about the Oliver thing. I knew Oliver's arm gets ripped off, and I knew that happens, but I didn't know it was this episode. I just. But even then, like I didn't know about the just tanking a fist, turning Nolan into a fucking meteor, and then turning him into a fucking rocket ship. Like I didn't know about any of that.
Can I be honest about Oliver? I am sick of Oliver.
Dude, what
Oliver has been on Fraud Watch for multiple seasons. You know what's gonna happen? Do you know what's gonna happen next season? Oliver's gonna say, "I can help. We fought Thragg," just like he did with Conquest.
Buddy.
You did not do anything.
Back it up, Oliver.
You've got the smackdown literally every fight that you're a part of. It's actually crazy.
Man, what an absolute fucking fight, dude. And that moment where he just scoots back a little bit and just
dodges the laser. Oh, that. Okay.
Dude, the laser.
Dude, the laser, yeah, he barely moves like a fucking centimeter back, bro. Stop.
No, that's how it was. Dude, Space Racer's laser, and he just sits there.
He literally barely moved, bro.
He's him. Holy shit.
And I mean, the pulling back the fist so hard that it pulls Nolan in, that might be my favorite of it's probably the Mark punch thing. Actually.
That is like one of the coolest things I've ever fucked. Someone cocking their fist back so hard. They are so strong that they create wind and pull their opponent closer to just send this. Oh, bro, you got it. You fucking
listen.
Got it, man.
And I do want to say, like, there are problems with the animation of the show. I've been very vocal about that, and I like I'm not one to dick ride this show when it comes to the animation department. But I will say, honestly, it doesn't really seem like it takes much, because, like, bro, everybody at work that I work with who watches this show and isn't like an avid TV watcher, the first thing that they say to me about this episode, bro, that impact frame, bro, that impact frame.
The 4
is that all it takes, bro? Is that all it takes? You guys just need an impact frame, and you think it's fucking peak shit? Like, oh my gosh, bro! It's cool.
Did you see the Legend of Aang leaks?
I watched some of them. I didn't see the whole
that
thing.
Animation, like this is
it does look good.
That animation is insanity,
it looks really good,
bro. But yeah, fucking impact frames is so funny.
Well, I mean, I don't think they could just do that all the time, but doing it in that moment, it literally is the
sure, no, dude. Yeah, the Thragg the skull when he eats it. Oh, dude, which that was in the trailers and whatnot, and that was like, I wish they would have saved that for the episode. I would have been like, bro, that I would have probably said this is the best episode yet if they would have saved that for the trailer. I'm not gonna lie.
But
Gosh.
dude, and then them flying through the planet, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That was some insane
I was
shit.
tearing up. I was actually tearing up.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I
what's
was like,
what's
what?
so
There's
insane?
no way this is real.
What's so insane too is I saw somebody kind of allude to the fact of like, what if Thrag is in some ways a sympathetic person, where he has empathy for, and we know with at least with Nolan, the death of any Viltrumite, leaves a void in me. But like he puts some smackdown on them, right? Like he's smacking Oliver up, he's smacking him about. But it's not until they destroy Viltrum where he just rips the planet open, grabs Thetis's head, and just goes to Nolan, like poking Mark's eyes out. Like that's whenever he snaps, and he's literally crying, like tears in his eyes.
Yeah,
that's whenever he snaps. So I think there is something to be said with like how he retreats in episode 6, and then how while they're all fighting, he's standing there the whole time, letting them all fight, and then Nolan takes the fight to him, and he still tries to reason with Nolan. Oh, look, what's up, Deadpool? He still tries to reason with Nolan, and it's not until they destroy Viltrum that he's like, y'all left me no choice. Rips Thetis's head open, squishes it, stabs, like makes a shish kebab out of Nolan. That's when he snaps. And I think there's something there that maybe y'all can play around with that I think is a really cool character feature about how Thrag reacted in that moment.
And even like what makes him stop, like he was about to kill Mark, and then he says like, "There's too few of us already," and like that he is a Viltrumite purist at heart. Like even like they could do the most, with the exception of Thetis, like they could do some of the most fucked up shit, with how few they are, he doesn't want to take that lightly anymore. Like with how he took their lives previously, with the purge and everything like that. Something I wanted to talk about, do we think that they've positioned Thrag in such a way, and I can already think of some caveats to this, where, and I don't know what happens with him in the future. I don't know if he switches sides, whatever, if they kill him, I don't know. If they do need to kill him or beat him in some way, is it gonna just be plot armor? Like, is there, what's the way to do this? Cause like there's the Scourge virus, I guess, that Thetis has, the improved version of it that Thetis has laying around, that would maybe do the job. But who knows? And then there's also those darts that, Tech Jacket she was shooting in this episode. But like, how are those even piercing the skin of the Viltrumites? And with how clearly fast Thrag perceives things, he's never getting hit by one of those. Bro's never getting hit by one of those needles unless like it's purely, truly off guard.
I mean, they're getting,
I think
struck with them the same way that they can karate chop through each other.
Well, sure, but it's just like a gun though. Like, is Tech Jacket? I guess I can buy that Tech Jacket like can shoot stuff at such a high velocity. I mean, that it can pierce.
She mustered up a laser that did damage to what's her name, Anessa or whatever.
Anissa, what? It fucking gave her a bruise on her shoulder. Nice.
Yeah, because it was like by her side. What do you mean?
Yeah, bro. Tech Jacket is officially, I think, a fraud.
Fraud, yeah.
But not even on Fraud Watch. She's officially a fraud.
They did her so dirty. Because apparently everyone loves Tech Jacket in the comics.
Tech Jacket in the comics.
I've even seen people that have read the comics that are like, no. I don't know what happens when it comes to the end of Thrag. If there is an end of Thrag, if he joins, genuinely, I think it just comes back down and it just boils back down to, I know that Thrag is a big force, right? Like in the story right now. I know that Thrag is a big force. Thrag is not somebody that Mark and Nolan can kill right now. Obviously, we just saw what happens there. I think he stays.
Oliver, bro,
I think
trust.
he's a mainstay.
He's the secret weapon.
I think it's as fuck. I think it's just as easy as I think Mark kills him. I think Mark does something about it. You know, I think we get to that point in the story. I think Thrag is that much of a force that we get.
Where
to the
does
point
Mark learn to fight anywhere near the level that Thrag fights, though?
Where else do you go? Like, Mark is our character. Like,
Absolutely.
Mark is the guy. And I think this is kind of the scale of like, hey, look, it wasn't Conquest. Cool, congrats. You beat Conquest, buddy. This is who's out there. And I don't think we do that again, which is why I think Thrag stays around for a bit, because we just did that with Conquest. No way we do it with Thrag and then we do it with somebody else above Thrag. I think this is kind of our power skill right here, that it's like, this is what Mark needs to work up to. You can't be losing fights to Mr. Liu, buddy. Like, you got Thrag here. And I think it's as simple as that, man. If Thrag is being talked, is a mainstay in the story, like I feel like he's being presented as right now, I think it ends with Mark killing him. I think that is the biggest challenge for the show for Mark, is destroying Thrag. However that looks when we get there.
But do you and you think that won't look like plot armor? Like, it's done in a way that won't seem like it's clearly in service of Mark just because he's the main character.
Well, see, and I saw this conversation being brought up today where they said, I think season 4 Mark could solo the Guardians of the Globe in season 1 like Omni-Man did. Obviously, he couldn't do that in season 1. And yes, that's a whole other topic of discussion. I think we have a lot of show left is what I'm trying to say. I think we have a lot of show left, and I think we have a lot of Mark left. Mark plus Omni-Man.
So you think Mark is at the level of Omni-Man right now, or is he?
In terms of do I think Mark is at the level of Omni-Man in season 1, season 4 Mark, or season 1 Omni-Man? Nah.
See, but
I don't think so.
What has Omni-Man done since season 1 to like really level up, though? I mean, just age. He's just gotten older a little bit.
Yeah, he's been.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's been rocking some Viltrumites. Like, he's been laying the smackdown on him.
Not this episode. I will say, Nolan, beyond just Thrag, Nolan was on fraud watch for this episode, bro. Dude. He was getting tossed around by the other Viltrumites like crazy. It was actually wild.
Wait till next week. No. Dude, no, he made Nolan look small. But I don't know. Is there something to be said that maybe Nolan has gotten softer and weaker since of what he did to Mark? Because he was laying the smackdown on Mark. And I think Mark could hold his own now, but again, somebody said, how far does Mark get if he runs the gauntlet? And they had like 2 Viltrumites, and then they had Omni-Man at level 3, Conquest at level 4, Thrag as the final boss. And it's like, does Mark run that gauntlet all the way to at least past Conquest? He killed Conquest fair and square.
Sure. But almost died in the process.
But almost died, yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's something to be said there. Aside from that topic of conversation, though, I do think it's not going to be plot armor. I think we can see Mark get to a point of becoming strong enough to kill Thrag.
I don't know where we go from here. Like with
I don't either. I'm gonna be honest.
With Viltrum destroyed, there not being very many Viltrumites left in the universe. Yeah, Thrag is out there, and that's not gonna happen in this week's episode. I have no clue how they're gonna wrap up this season. But like, where do you take this further? Like this, it feels like we're not far off from where the series should end based on what this whole show has been about from season 1, with specifically the Viltrum Empire and their quest to rule the galaxy, and specifically in our case, Earth, because that's where Mark's from. So
yeah,
if there's supposed to be a lot of story left and multiple more seasons of this show, I have nothing, no clue where this could be going.
Well, and that's
I
the thing.
think
Like
we're about halfway, maybe a
that's
little
what
over
everybody
halfway.
says. Everybody says we're halfway through the
What?
comics.
The compendium pictures, yeah.
And don't people say that the comics like get better later on?
Well, and that's what me and Charlie were talking about. Like, there's a specific thing Charlie knows about that I know about in terms of a villain that I've heard people say is one of the best villains of the entire show.
Yeah.
I might know what that is if it's a character that we already know.
Say it.
Wow.
Battle Beast?
Yeah. Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
No.
I heard people talk up Battle Beast a lot.
I know why people are talking up Battle Beast to you, but it's not for what you think.
Okay.
But yeah, I've heard that it gets really good from here on out. And like I know certain beats. I know beats that we'll take and whatnot, but
Sure.
not a whole
and
lot.
because interestingly
And
enough,
you know too, Charlie, what
Yeah,
like next
yeah.
week's episode at least.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, with this episode, there's no post-credit scene, which I think they really wanted you to land and stick with, like, oh my God, they're on Earth.
They're on Earth.
Like, yeah, they're on Earth. Like Mark's saying. Yeah. And so, like, with that idea in mind, and with what you were mentioning, Aiden, because yeah, Mark's not at a level to kill THRAGG right now, clearly. So if they're on Earth, like that's just like a Omni-Man beating the shit out of you times fucking 20. Like what's to happen there? Like an entire continent wiped off the map because of that fight, or because or THRAGG just wants it to happen, you know? So
God, he could do work on Earth, bro.
seriously,
He
man.
could literally lay the smackdown on Earth, and it's not even funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, like regardless of what else I know is to happen in this next episode, there's still so many questions I have as to like how it'll all line up and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
intriguing stuff regardless. So like even in knowing that kind of stuff, it almost kind of makes me want to read the comics so then I could just know everything, and then still have these questions of, oh, where are they going to go? But I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that.
If we get a season every year, it's only 4 more years if they're halfway.
True.
Yeah, I think that's also, that's a point that they said like would kind of happen is about 7 or 8. Maybe
they already said 5 is supposed to come out between I believe they said February and to April, somewhere around that range. So we're locked.
Sheesh, man.
5.
Yep.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Fantastic episode. And I hope that this season ends in such a familiar, fantastic way. Just sucks that, as Aiden mentioned, like it's ending, and so we're gonna be stuck with the boys.
The boys
And Daredevil.
was a sore
And
from
Daredevil.
this last week. I'm sorry.
It was. It really was.
Yeah.
To go
And
from Daredevil to the boys to Invincible, it's like
I did the smart. I went. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I woke up and I was like, "What should I watch first?" I'm like, I was like, I should probably end it on Invincible, not end.
See, the way I always do it, because every Wednesday I have Wednesdays off. I wait and I watch all 3 on the day. And what I do is I do live action, animated live action. So I did Daredevil. I did in the worst way. Daredevil, Invincible,
Oh gosh,
the boys.
so
nightmare blood
honestly,
rotation, bro.
I think what I'm gonna start doing is watching Daredevil as soon as it comes out Tuesday night, and then so I woke up at 5:30 last Wednesday so that I could watch all of the boys, all of Invincible. I got to work right whenever THRAGG and Nolan were about to start fighting. He had just sent Nolan to Viltrum. He had just sent him to Viltrum, and I was like, I should have fucking watched Invincible first. I should have, and I knew I should have. I thought in my head about doing it instead of the boys, and I didn't. And I was like, I should have. So I'm not making that mistake again this week. I'm watching Daredevil, Invincible, the boys.
So wait, what did you do? Did you like on your lunch break or something? Did you finish it or?
No, dude, I couldn't. Like, I had to do the whole
Oh my
day and then
gosh.
go home and then just like rewind it to right before Thrag Dodge Nolan
Damn.
and then watch that piece. So that's why I went back and rewatched the full episode again
Yeah,
afterward.
yeah.
But
Because yeah,
it
not
was
gonna lie,
rough.
you did it in the worst way. That's
It was
crazy.
horrible. It was horrible, dude. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I could fit both in and pause.
Yeah, nice, baby.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Yo,
love that.
send us home, Charlie. Fuck.
Hey, I love that. That's immortalized. Don't edit that one
Charlie,
out, baby.
when are you watching your punishment movies?
Ooh, yeah, I didn't mention that I have not watched those. I'll probably get to them this week. Just with this last week. I mean, with Beef and all these other shows, and I watched Juno and everything, and Euphoria, yada yada yada. I got lost in the fluff, but
Fine. It's fine.
because we all know Lord of the Rings, yay. But yeah, I'll get to them this week probably. I've been working on my YouTube videos again too, so that's also been part of my time going away. So, but yeah, chat. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We got it in shorter for you guys this time. Hopefully you enjoy that. If you don't, let us know in the comments and we'll read it aloud. Benjamin will read it aloud. If you want longer, if you want shorter, let us know. I know I like them long.
Thought I could fit both in at once, and I couldn't.
Too long.
But again, I will mention, if you want us to read something aloud, literally anything, comment it. We will read it aloud at the beginning of every single episode. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we'll get right back to you next week with a new episode. You heard? And also, if you're on, if you're on some podcast listening platform like Apple Podcasts or Spotify, something like that, give us a good 5-star rating. You know we deserve it. You know we're good for it. And I think that's it. Yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thank you for listening and watching the Words from the Nerds podcast. Adios.
Sayonara.